Next, we're going to talk about using the patch weight mode on your Coates 1500 balancer. The patch mode is very useful when you're trying to balance large custom truck wheels that are either very large in diameter or have a high negative offset. And when you're trying to balance them, that specific mud tire and wheel is calling for an excessive amount of adhesive weights, like 5 to 6 ounces on the outboard plane or 4 or 5 ounces on the inboard. Those weights are going to fly off as soon as the customer gets on the freeway. In an off-road situation, they'll fly off. And they look unsightly from the outside, and it's very difficult to hide that amount of weight behind the spokes. And it's also very, very expensive to balance wheels hanging that amount of tape weight. So a patch weight is simply a weight that goes on the inside of the tire and is vulcanized in a certain place inside the tire. It cannot fly off. It is not visible from the inside or from the outside of the tire, and customers like it because you're hanging only weights when you're finished to compensate for the dynamic forces that are left in the wheel once you've balanced all the static out with your vulcanized patch. So in order to patch balance a truck wheel, simply hit the patch button, which is here. Put the balancer in static mode, because this is a static balance, and then hit the D button, and you're going to enter the total diameter of the tire, not the diameter of the wheel. In this case, this is a 32-inch tire. And now we're ready to go ahead and spin this wheel. So patch balance is always in a 1/2 ounce round off. And the reason that is because patch weights are most commonly sold in 1/2 ounce increments. Our next step is going to be to make sure that we're indexed. In this case we are. You can see this is lit up. And if this is a reverse drop center wheel, we want to mark the tire and the wheel on the inside. If it's a standard drop center, we're going to mark the tire and wheel from the outside. So since this is a standard drop center and we're indexed here at the 12 o'clock, we're going to go ahead and we'll mark our wheel and we'll mark our tire. This is very important because once we're finished vulcanizing our 1/2 ounce weight on the inside of the tire, we're going to need to make sure that when we remount this tire and wheel, that we remount it exactly as we have it here. We can't change the positioning. So now we're ready to take this tire and wheel over to the tire changer, and we'll break it down. We'll vulcanize our 1/2 ounce weight inside there, and then we'll mount it back up. So now our tire and wheel is back on our balancer. We've vulcanized our 1/2 ounce weight on the inside, and we did pay attention to the relationship between the tire and the wheel, and we clocked those exactly properly. Now we'll go ahead and do our check spin. And as what we're looking for is we're looking for all the static forces to be balanced out of the wheel. And in this case they are. The final step is now to put the balancer back into dynamic mode. And as you can see, the only weights left to hang on this big truck wheel are 1/4 ounce weights now that we've balanced all of the static forces out. This is a great way to keep those custom truck guys happy and coming back with well-balanced tires and wheels.